Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Gets it to Rice. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. On the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one complete to Pitts. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
It's Achane on the inside give. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
It's an excellent job of getting away from trouble, Kate. You know, it's about protecting yourself at times as a quarterback. Get the gain, get the 1st down, and get out of bounds. Not exactly the way you draw it up, but no one's going to come away disappointed by that end result.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down carry for Achane. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover on the first series of this game. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Now run, first gives to Zach Charbonnet. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Let's go.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. We'll actually head to that other sidelines.
No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out 2nd and 10. Into the hands of the rookie from Minnesota. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, ready.
So on read here for Charbonnet. He's still going at the 30. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Farner with the grab. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, the both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Ready, ready, ready.
Milrow's going to sneak it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Seahawks first down.
Ready.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Now it's Milrow in the offense, looking to go for 2.
Here we
The
go.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70.
They'll try it on the ground. and 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Barrios now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Barrios on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy throwing here. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
And the Texans 1st down.
Here's Achane up the middle. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
1st down, Houston.
1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they face 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, McCarthy to throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Another throw here for McCarthy. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The Texans.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2.
It's the score, Texans.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done. But into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Ready.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it, and he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Ready. Let's go.
Here's Milroe to throw. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready, ready.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time left. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he has this down to the 34. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down Houston. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Headed out right. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down. Throwing again now, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Pistol now for Milroe. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Likely our last play of the half, so they're leaving the offense out there.
Ready?
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Tackle made right around the 26. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 46-yard
On the pistol, they're running with Charbonnet. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
On the set.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Milrow. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete, so 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Dragon 60.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he stays under this one. Wow, great punt. Unexpected fair catch at the 5.
First and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He's got the 1st down grab and still going. Has room down the left sideline. He could do it. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Return starts at the 9. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go.
Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Milroe from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth gate down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Charbonnet. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Get up. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Texans are in the nickel, third down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun, Milroe. On the move, headed right. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Chan gets it. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat.
And they pick him off again! That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Tracking 18. Ready.
Milroe looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
Tracking 18.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them 1st and goal. Dose of the hurry up here.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll run with Charbonnet. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks down by only 2 in the 4th. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So now a 2-point try coming from Milroe and the Seahawks.
Come on.
Will line up for the 2-point
19 tight.
conversion.
19 tight.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You can take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Achane to the right. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 33-yard line.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. He's making a bid for it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he takes it down to the 33. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds his back. H-Chan. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there.
And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Texans 21, Seahawks 14. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Texans with a little more work to do to win it here. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Staying on the ground here with A.J. He's got room to roam. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
A gain of 34 yards.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Here he is to throw. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. A.J. will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. McCarthy on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Texans jump in front late. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
For the extra point.
And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cup on the catch. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A 15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now. Rolling out to his left. He's going to run for it. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Eighteen Rattler. Go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. First down from the 42. It's Achane on the inside give. Now he's past the 25. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for
Fairbairn
Houston.
has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Milroe now to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing here, Milroe. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
39-yard line.
Milroe with it on 1st. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready up. Let's go now. Cowboy, trap 60, trap 60. Ready, right?
From the red zone on 1st. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. A A gain of 4.
Here he goes, one final shot. Buys time, rolling right. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Seahawks now within one score in the fourth. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So the Texans come away with the road win. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Seattle.
Fall back, get